A leader's 5 types of managers. Hopefully you've seen my previous episode of the 5 types of leaders. That's important because it's going to differentiate what I mean between leaders and managers, because today's episode can get pretty harsh. So a leader for me means that as a leader, you are positively influencing your people towards the vision and the mission of your organization. You're getting results in that manner as well. You're of impact and they can remember you. Lessons learned, behaviors learned 5, 10, 20 years from now. You protect your team. You protect them from themselves. You protect them from you and your bad days. You have expectations and standards and you keep them high. And you decide to come in every day positively, head up, eyes up, smiling, doing your best and being your best. That's quite different from a manager. So if you have a position where manager is in your title, I'm not slighting you, because leaders could be managers, leaders could be entry-level employees, leaders could be anywhere within an organization or a team. So even if you're called a manager, you could be a leader. But managers tend to simply manage. And it's a negative connotation when we look at someone who simply manages. See, a leader leads from the front, sets examples and motivates and inspires, and all of those words that I showed. A manager can crack the whip from behind, fails to communicate effectively, uses other forceful tactics to get the job done. And I want to share with you 5 different types of managers, some ill spots, and then some tips of how to improve. So here we go, the 5 types of managers. We have the ego, we have the climber, we have the abuser, we have the friend, and then we have the incompetent. So I want to briefly describe what each of these are. The ego is someone who fails to see, recognize, and respect the superpowers of the people on their team and within the organization, because it's all about them. It's all about what they know, all about how they got there, and they so forcefully want to jam their way down everybody's throat that they fail to recognize and respect what other people bring to the table, how other people can benefit the team, the mission, the vision, and the organization as a whole. Then we have the climber. The climber is someone that's addicted to position, title, the raises, but most importantly, the power that can come from it. The climber is somebody that's constantly climbing up the ladder of success, all the while stepping on and hurting the people below them. And that may come in the form of stealing ideas, not giving credit for ideas, blaming other people for failures. Also, they can shine, and everything is either their fault when it's good or not their fault when it fails. The next we have the abuser. Now, the abuser is someone who wears their badge of power and abuses the people underneath them. Whether it's with disrespectful language, disrespectful jokes, close proximity and intimidating factors, all of these things the abuser does because they can. The next is the friend. This is a manager, the manager that is buddy-buddy with everyone. And although that has its value in connecting with people, they may be so buddy-buddy that it's hard to maintain standards, expectations, and the rules that are necessary within your organization to be successful. They have a hard time having that tough conversation. And eventually, because people don't respect that manager, they tend to do what they want. And now mutiny is afoot. The last, we have the incompetent. Now, as the incompetent, I am not suggesting that anyone is dumb and want to offend anyone. Incompetence in this regard means that they are not prepared or know how to do the job they are in the position to currently do. Maybe they're new to it, and as an organization, they know, and you know, they don't have the necessary skill set, but you believe in their potential. They may be incompetent. Maybe it's nepotism, and they got the job that they shouldn't have, but they're there now, and you have to deal with it. Maybe they're new, and maybe they've been promoted, and they just don't know enough yet. Incompetence. Either way, it could be a fault to your organization, to your dream, to your vision, and to your people. So if you're in a position of professional leadership and you are a leader in charge of leading managers, the 5 that we discussed here today, or as a manager, you in an evolved way can see yourself in one of these categories. Not putting you down, but you see yourself in one of these categories. Here's some tips. For the ego, for the individuals in the ego category type, it's all about understanding and valuing the superpowers that other people on your team may have. Understanding what they want to get out of the experience of working with you and for you. What they can bring to the vision. What they need most. And now you can marry your skill set and knowledge base with what their superpower is and enhance not only your leadership, but their leadership in the process, making it a great place to work for them and for you, and a benefit to the organization. For the climber, the person who's climbing up the ladder of success, enhance your people skills. If you're a leader, help that manager to enhance their people skills, because the people they climb over on the way up, you never know when they might fall back down that ladder. Also, when they get to the top, it's very hard for people that they've climbed over to then respect and give their full effort towards the vision when that person is in charge. So the climber, enhance and evolve your people skills and connection. The abuser, this tip is simple. Stop. Stop being disrespectful, making disrespectful comments, jokes, intimidation, the close proximity, the bad emails, the negative features that you bring to the organization. Please stop. The friend. The tip here is what I call the world's best preface statement. You may have heard me say it before. That personality is great, and you don't want to change that so much that it takes away who they are. They're going to be friendly. As a friendly manager, use this preface statement. Hi, so-and-so, it's great to have you on the team, and I'm enjoying working with you and want to be the best leader that we can be. Now, at some point, though, I might have to say something that's hard for you to hear, but I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't. Is that going to be okay? Beware of the person that says no. Most of the time, they say yes. So when that time comes, whether it's 2 days from now, 2 years from now, hey, so-and-so, you mind if I talk with you? And you remember the time where I said I might have to say something that's hard for you to hear? You're going to nod, and you simply say, are you ready? And you will watch them physically brace for impact, and now in a friendly manner, you can hit them with the issue, ask why it's an issue inquisitively, come up with a plan, and now you're leading instead of friendly managing. Lastly, the incompetent. I suggest that you partner up with someone underneath you that knows more, has been there, and that you can trust. Perhaps you form a 2-person committee and you reveal very honestly of what you're great at, what your mission is, what your vision is, what you plan to do about it, and where you can rely and ask for their assistance because they do know more. Reveal it and be honest. That way you can lead effectively, understanding what needs to be done within your position, what would best benefit the team, enhancing your knowledge skills about whatever subject and job you're in, helping them to feel useful. And it doesn't mean that you're going to take everything they say and do it. You may take pieces and modify, and eventually you'll be able to do it on your own. But until then, maximize their superpowers, reveal the truth, and build your team together instead of doing it all by yourself. Guys, that's the 5 types of managers. Those are the tips to enhance if you find yourself managing instead of leading. If you're in a leadership position, now you know how to further enhance your organization with the managers, evolving them from managing to leading. Guys, thanks so much. I hope this resonated with you, and I hope it's of value and impact for you, your organization, your leaders, and your team. If you like this, you're going to like everything at youevolvingnow.com. It's YOU, evolvingnow.com. And I look forward to being a further impact for you in the future. Until then, enjoy your evolution.